Lowering your cholesterol naturally. Learn how to get started lowering your cholesterol naturally today by Amy Austin. The causes of high cholesterol and ways to lower it naturally. High cholesterol is a problem that is caused by the lack of a proper healthy balanced diet, bad eating habits, and in some cases it is hereditary. Certain individuals inherit the condition familial hypercholesterolemia, a condition where the cholesterol levels are dangerously high. In other cases, the individuals tend to eat a lot of foods that contain high cholesterol or a lot of saturated fats, which will basically increase your low-density lipoproteins levels, LDL, that is, your bad cholesterol, which is a health risk that causes blockage to your arteries and subsequently causing heart disease among other ailments. To maintain normal cholesterol levels and improve your health, it is advisable to eat foods that are low in cholesterol and to exercise regularly. Foods like fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, fish, chicken, lean meat should be incorporated into your daily diet as they are low in cholesterol and will increase your high-density lipoprotein levels, HDL, your good cholesterol whose main function is to reduce the LDL levels in your body by excretion. Taking regular walks, or signing up in a gym are just one of the ways you can exercise, not necessarily on a daily basis but as often as you can, preferably 3 or 4 times in a week. But for an individual who is trying to combat the problem of high cholesterol, it is best to exercise on a daily basis for an hour or 2. It is hard sometimes to avoid some of your favorite foods like candy bars and chips, but you need to realize that your main focus is to lower your cholesterol levels in your body, and more so to ensure that your cholesterol ratio is good, which is your LDL to HDL ratio. Total cholesterol figures do not indicate your individual good and bad cholesterol levels, so they are not very accurate in making a diagnosis. Doctors claim that a good cholesterol ratio is 3:1, and to maintain normal cholesterol levels consume not more than 200 milligrams of cholesterol a day. The liver produces most of the cholesterol in your body, therefore with a diet change it might not really do the trick, and it is always best to combine it with natural cholesterol supplements that contain phytosterols, glucosinol and L-limonene that will help combat the bad cholesterol by reducing its production and absorption while simultaneously increasing your good cholesterol levels. Living a healthy lifestyle should be a priority to anyone who values life. It is simple to keep to a healthy diet and regular exercise, and one should not wait to have suffered a heart attack caused by high cholesterol to change their lifestyle. Tips that can help lower cholesterol levels. The liver produces most of the cholesterol in our bodies, and therefore it is important that we keep to a healthy diet of vegetables, fresh fruits and regular exercise on a daily basis. There are 2 types of cholesterol levels in our bodies: low-density lipoproteins, LDL, these are bad cholesterol levels, and the high-density lipoproteins, HDL, which are the good cholesterol levels. The LDL levels are very harmful to your body, for they are the cause of heart attacks, and this is due to the fact that they cause blockage to your arteries. The HDL levels' main function is to actually reduce the production and absorption of your bad cholesterol. Individuals battling with high cholesterol can use various cholesterol treatment alternatives, for example statin, which is quite popular and usually everyone's first choice. Although very effective at lowering your LDL levels, it does however have severe side effects. It is best to lower the cholesterol naturally by eating foods that are low in cholesterol and using natural cholesterol supplements such as glucosinol found in sugarcane, flavonoids found in both green black tea, and phytosterols found in plant membranes. Combining a healthy diet with natural supplements will help you combat high cholesterol the safe and most natural way. You do not have to worry about dealing with other ailments that are brought about by cholesterol medication. Low diet cholesterol menus or recipes are a good start to a healthier lifestyle. Keep to a diet that is enjoyable to eat and at the same time beneficial to your health. Foods to exclude in your daily diet include red meat, which you can substitute for fish or chicken. Foods rich in saturated fats should be eliminated completely from your diet or should be consumed in very low quantities and not as often. Healthy food may not be very tasty as fatty foods, but they offer the most benefit to your body. Increase the amount of soluble fiber in your body by eating foods like whole grains. They help with digestion and lower your bad cholesterol by removing the dietary fats. While making meals, avoid deep frying your foods to prevent the loss of nutrients, and substitute animal oil to vegetable oil when cooking. Avoid eating snacks like potato chips and candy bars. Instead, do some exercise by taking a short walk or jogging for a short distance. If you eat out, go to a restaurant where they serve foods that are low in cholesterol, and when shopping for foods, always check the labels for cholesterol levels. For an individual who has high cholesterol problems and drinks alcohol or smokes, these habits should be stopped entirely, for they accelerate your chances of getting a stroke or heart attack. It is quite simple and easy to maintain your health if you take good care of yourself. Learn more about how to lower your cholesterol naturally without dangerous drugs at. Find out how to lower cholesterol naturally. Ways you can naturally lower cholesterol. Cholesterol screening is important because you will be aware if you have a high cholesterol problem. Doctors will usually recommend certain medication for treatment. However, before you decide to use the medication, it is good to find out about other cholesterol treatment alternatives available that do not require ingestion of drugs. The good news is there are ways that you can use to lower your cholesterol naturally, and they include: exercising on a daily basis will increase your good cholesterol levels, which are the HDL levels. Visiting a gym, or doing simple exercises like jogging, taking a walk or a short run is sufficient to get you in good shape and health. You do not necessarily need to exercise on a daily basis. However, try to exercise as many times as you can in a week and for an hour or half hour. Reports also show that yoga helps reduce high cholesterol, and it accomplishes this by reducing the hormones that are released when you are stressed out, and simultaneously will cause your cholesterol to reduce. Formulate a diet that is healthy and well balanced. Many people enjoy foods that are deep fried because they taste a lot better than foods that are either steamed or boiled, but if you have high cholesterol problems, it is advisable to eliminate foods with saturated fats from your daily diet completely and start to eat foods free of cholesterol like vegetables and fresh fruits, as well as foods that will help you reduce your bad cholesterol like nuts and fish. It is also said that benical that comes from statins found in pine trees contains active ingredients that reduce cholesterol levels if consumed on a daily basis. Natural supplements combined with a healthy diet greatly lower cholesterol levels. They are not drugs but substances found in certain foods or plant membranes. For example, Opmax uses an enzyme called satiae15 silkworm that helps lower cholesterol levels. It effectively lowers your bad cholesterol levels, LDL. It is essential to consult a doctor first before using any natural supplements. A combination of a low cholesterol diet, natural supplements and regular exercise will do your body a great good. You will not only reduce the cholesterol levels in your body, but your body will be able to fight off other ailments that can be contributed to a poor health lifestyle. What to consider when using natural remedies. Natural remedies used to lower high cholesterol levels are not only safe but also very effective. A healthy diet and regular exercise are the best natural remedies for high cholesterol. Reports show that they can lower cholesterol levels by 35% in weeks, and with a combination of natural supplements the cholesterol levels are greatly reduced. The liver produces most of the cholesterol in our bodies and is used for certain functions in our bodies. However, too much of it is harmful. Cholesterol is said to be a waxy fat-like substance that does not dissolve in blood. Instead, to move around the body, it is carried either by the low-density cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol, or the high-density cholesterol, which is the good cholesterol. The LDL deposits amounts of cholesterol on the artery walls as it moves on to its intended destination. These deposits build up to form what is known as plaque. Nevertheless, the good cholesterol, HDL, will clean up the deposits from time to time. Natural remedies can be effective in three ways. One is that they either lower the total amount of cholesterol, or raise the HDL levels, or lower the LDL levels. Doctors will often prescribe cholesterol medication for treatment, For instance, statins. Although very effective, there are certain concerns that the drug works too well and interferes with the production of an antioxidant known as coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, which is needed for the normal function of all the body muscles including the heart muscle. After its approval, it was recommended that Q10 should be added to the statin compound and to be used not as a supplement but a preventive measure against rhabdomyolysis. In layman terms, it is what doctors call muscle death. It is for this reason most people with high cholesterol problems are opting for natural remedies. Maintain your weight, and increase in weight will show that your total cholesterol figures have increased. Most importantly is to ensure an increase in your good cholesterol levels and a decrease in your bad cholesterol levels to maintain your health. Exercising not only keeps you fit but also lowers your cholesterol levels by reducing the bad cholesterol and raising the good cholesterol levels. Eating a healthy diet, and especially foods that are low in cholesterol and foods that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids like sardines, tuna, mackerel help reduce the LDL levels and risk of blood clots. Various vegetables have various benefits, but all vegetables will reduce your cholesterol levels as long as they are cooked in a way that the nutrients are retained. In conclusion, high cholesterol in the body is a worrying problem, and especially to an individual who has suffered a stroke or heart attack, and in this case desperation sets in, and these individuals will rush to get the best cholesterol medication in the market just to use it and end up in the hospital again, this time suffering from a different ailment caused by the ingestion of the medication. Using natural remedies is the safest way to treat high cholesterol problems. It may take a while before you can see the results, but it is well worth it. Here is a list of low cholesterol foods with natural nutrients. A large number of people are battling with high cholesterol problems. For others, the problem is much worse if they have suffered a heart attack or a stroke. The reasons why most people have this problem: it is because they do not eat healthy foods, and quite obviously they have bad eating habits and hardly exercise. It is essential to have a healthy lifestyle for the obvious reason that you increase your chances of living longer. The cholesterol types in our bodies are the indicators of whether we have a cholesterol problem or not. Having gone through a cholesterol screening process, it is important that you ask your doctor to explain the total cholesterol figures to you, detailing your levels of low-density lipoproteins, your bad cholesterol and high-density lipoproteins, your good cholesterol. With this diagnosis, the doctor will recommend a solution that best suits you, that will help you combat the problem, if one does exist. There is a natural way to lower high cholesterol levels, and this is by keeping to a healthier diet on a daily basis that contains foods that are low in cholesterol. Foods like fresh fruits and vegetables have no cholesterol. Instead, they have vitamins and a lot of good fiber that will improve your health. Garlic is known to be very effective, and this can be used while cooking meals. Nuts also lower high cholesterol, although they should not be consumed in large quantities because they have a lot of calories, which of course do not help in improving your health. Omega-3 fatty acids found in tuna, sardines, salmon and other foods helps lower your triglyceride levels, improving your healthy and especially your heart. Oatmeal is also a good addition to your diet because it increases your high-density lipoprotein levels, HDL, your good cholesterol, whose main function is to reduce the levels of your low-density lipoproteins, which is your bad cholesterol. Other supplements that can lower your LDL levels significantly are glucosinol, D-limonene, theaflavin and rice bran oil. Combining these supplements with a healthy diet and regular exercise, the only cause of a premature death will have nothing to do with your health. A low cholesterol diet. All you need to know. A healthy diet is a balanced diet that contains all the nutrients a body need, when equal amounts of these nutrients are consumed. Eating foods that are high in cholesterol can cause heart disease, especially if these foods are consumed frequently and in large amounts. To avoid visiting the hospital regularly, simply incorporate into your diet cholesterol-reducing foods. If you are not sure what kind of foods that is low in cholesterol, then consult a doctor. Once you have the information you need, then it will be easy to plan a low cholesterol diet menu that you can follow on a daily basis. Creating a low cholesterol diet menu will be determined by your budget. But first you need to identify the foods that you consume that are high in cholesterol and get rid of them. One of the ways to do this is by checking the labels on the food containers to know how much cholesterol and saturated fats are in that particular food. According to research, the appropriate amount of cholesterol that should be consumed on a daily basis is about 300 milligrams. However, if you have too much cholesterol in your body and you are trying to lower it, maintain it below 200 milligrams per day. Saturated fats should also be kept at low levels, preferably 1 gram of saturated fat for every 100 calories of your daily diet. Cholesterol-reducing foods include whole grains, vegetables and fresh fruits. To maintain a healthy intake of protein and fats and still maintain normal cholesterol levels in your body, eat skinned chicken, lean meats, egg whites instead of beef, fatty meats and egg yolks. When cooking, avoid using oil that is made from animal fat, instead substitute it for vegetable oil. A low cholesterol diet menu should not contain eggs, milk, avocados, nuts and other foods that are high in cholesterol. Changing your diet for health reasons is important, and consuming cholesterol-reducing foods is a good way to start living and eating healthy. High cholesterol foods need not to be removed from your diet permanently. Nevertheless, one should control the amount they consume on a daily basis. A healthy balanced diet has all the necessary nutrients to fight off diseases, keeping you healthy and strong regardless of age. Need a healthy heart? Eat cholesterol-lowering foods. One of the quickest ways to lower cholesterol naturally is by eating foods that are low in cholesterol. Maintaining normal cholesterol levels in your body reduces the chances of heart disease. If you find that your blood cholesterol has jumped from its normal levels and is dangerously high, be warned, you may end up suffering a heart attack if you do not take precautions to alter your daily diet immediately. A doctor can suggest a list of foods that one can incorporate in their daily diet that will help lower and maintain cholesterol levels. Heart health recipes can be invented to include low cholesterol ingredients that can be used to make a healthy, well-balanced, tasty meal. The reason why most people have high blood cholesterol is because they have bad eating habits, where large amounts of high cholesterol foods are consumed, and usually on a regular basis. Others unfortunately inherit the problem. Our bodies produce some amount of cholesterol, and therefore individuals who run a high risk of having high blood cholesterol problems can only be treated using medication prescribed by a doctor. In addition, these individuals have to keep up a healthy lifestyle by maintaining a healthy balanced diet that includes foods that lower cholesterol and regular exercise. Recipes to lower cholesterol should not include ingredients that contain high amounts of cholesterol. In fact, such foods should be eliminated from your daily diet completely. However, an amount of cholesterol in your body is good for you, and hence foods that are high in cholesterol should be consumed in very small quantities. A person who has high blood cholesterol should eat foods that are high in soluble fiber, for it absorbs the cholesterol and extracts it through the digestive system. Soluble fiber can be found in foods like oranges, apples, grapefruit, peas, broccoli, sweet potatoes and beans. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids are needed in your body to minimize cardiovascular problems. These foods include salmon, sardines, walnuts and any other foods that contain large amounts of omega-3 fatty acids. Cholesterols can be incorporated into your daily diet as well. They are nutritious substances found in plant cell membranes. Cholesterols can be found in foods like sunflower seeds and wheat germ. Their main function is to reduce the production of cholesterol by inhibiting access to the small intestines, hence lowering cholesterol levels. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle by eating a well-balanced diet and exercising regularly to keep your levels of cholesterol low can save your life. Information about cholesterol ration and its importance. Good total cholesterol levels should be less than 200 mg/dl. The cholesterol ratio, which is the percentage between your good and bad levels, is more useful when making a correct diagnosis. Low-density lipoproteins, LDL, are what they call your bad cholesterol, which causes heart disease and hardens the arteries. High-density lipoproteins, HDL, are what they call your good cholesterol, and its main function is to eliminate excess LDL. The cholesterol ratio is LDL to HDL. What is considered a good cholesterol ratio is 3:1, and better still if the ratio to 1:1. Therefore, your health is determined by the levels of the HDL, meaning you're healthy if you have more HDL in your system than LDL. Once you consult a doctor for a diagnosis after the testing process, confirm the results of the HDL and LDL levels as well as your triglycerides. Based on your tests, your doctor will inform you if you need to be treated or not. However, if your results show that your LDL levels are higher than your HDL levels, meaning your cholesterol ratio is at bad levels and treatment is inevitable. Avoid taking statin drugs as your first choice of treatment, for they have severe side effects, and worst still, they can heighten your chances of suffering a heart attack. Statin drugs cause the reduction of an essential enzyme known as CoQ10, whose main function is to produce energy to all the cells in the body and most especially the heart. The best remedy of combating such a problem is by eating natural healthy foods so as to increase your good cholesterol and exercising on a regular basis. Other nutrients that can be taken are phytosterols, glucosinol and D-limonene. These nutrients are effective, and better still, they do not have bad side effects as the statin drugs do. Research has shown that glucosinol is very effective at lowering LDL levels and raising the HDL levels. Understanding and focusing on your cholesterol ratio more than your total cholesterol figures, you will be more aware about your health. Avoid heart disease by eating well and understanding what you can do to increase your HDL levels and how to decrease your LDL levels so as to strike a balance is for a healthier you. A comparison of cholesterol drugs. Scientific research has discovered various cholesterol treatment alternatives, and doctors have over the years recommended to patients who have undergone cholesterol screening and found out that their cholesterol levels are dangerously high to use various cholesterol drugs that are available. The market offers various drugs, namely, statins, niacin, bile acid sequestrants and fibric acid derivatives. Statins are usually a patient's first choice of treatment. Though said to have harmful side effects, they are effective in reducing cholesterol levels as well triglyceride levels. The only setback is that it reduces bile acid sequestrants, whose main function is to bind the acids and extract them in the stool, and therefore preventing the recycle of bile acids through the intestines and liver. If the body has few bile acids, the liver is forced to convert the cholesterol to bile acids, hence increasing the levels of low-density lipoproteins, LDL, which is your bad cholesterol. Niacin, fully known as nicotinic acid, has been used since the 1950s as treatment for high cholesterol. It effectively reduces LDL levels and raises your high-density lipoprotein levels HDL, which is your good cholesterol. It has been said that if combined with other cholesterol drugs, it could reduce your cholesterol levels by 60%. But like any other drug, it is not without its impediment, which is liver damage and abdomen discomfort if taken in larger dosage. Fibric acid derivatives are used to lower and maintain the levels of triglycerides by reducing their production by the liver. Triglycerides are a result of excess calories converted by the liver and usually stored as fat in body tissue. When the body has excess saturated fats, the liver produces cholesterol in the blood circulation. Their major setback is they do not lower your LDL levels, however, they do lower your triglyceride levels and heighten your HDL levels. In the fight to rid your body of high cholesterol, any of these treatments can be used, however it is advisable to consult a doctor on the best cholesterol supplements to use that will best suit you depending on your cholesterol ratio, although using natural remedies is the safest. Why you should eat foods that lower cholesterol. Living a healthy lifestyle should be everyone's priority. No one wants to endanger their life because they do not have control of what they eat and hardly take care of their own bodies. One would consider this suicidal. If you visit a doctor for cholesterol screening and the results are not very good, this should tell you that you need to adjust your eating habits immediately. Unfortunately, if the results are really bad, The doctor would have to prescribe drugs for treatment, and most of them have serious side effects when ingested for a long period of time and in larger dosage. Cholesterol-lowering foods are beneficial because they lower and maintain normal cholesterol levels in the body. Some of these foods include omega-3 fatty acids. They are known to lower the levels of triglyceride in the body. They also lessen the risk of blood clots and reduce high blood pressure. People with critical high cholesterol levels will likely suffer heart disease, and in a case where an individual suffers a heart attack, it is advisable that large amounts of food rich in omega-3 fatty acids be consumed to prevent another attack which could result to death. This type of foods include salmon, herring, tuna and sardines. They can also be found in foods like walnuts and soybean oil. Nuts. There are many varieties available like almonds, walnuts, pistachio nuts among others that contain polyunsaturated fatty acids that maintain the health and elasticity of your blood vessels. Incorporating this type of foods into your daily diet will not only improve your health but will lower the risk of suffering heart disease. Oat bran and oatmeal. This type of foods contain soluble fiber that helps to lower your low-density lipoprotein levels, LDL, that is, your bad cholesterol. Soluble fiber combines bile and dietary cholesterol to be excreted, therefore reducing the absorption of cholesterol in the intestines. Soluble fiber can be found in apples, prunes, pears and barley as well. Low cholesterol diet menus are very beneficial to remain healthy. Despite this, avoid taking too much of low cholesterol foods to avoid suffering from other diseases. Especially because some of these foods like nuts contain high calories. Consult a doctor to help you plan a good and well-balanced menu. Learn more about how to lower your cholesterol naturally without dangerous drugs at. Find out how to lower cholesterol naturally. Choosing the right foods that will lower cholesterol levels. The two different types of cholesterol found in your blood system are the low-density lipoproteins, LDL, which cause heart disease if they are in high levels, and the high-density lipoproteins, HDL, whose main function is to eliminate the LDL cholesterol, reducing the risk of heart disease. In a situation where you find that your LDL cholesterol levels are higher than your HDL levels, it is important that you take precautions immediately to reduce your cholesterol levels. There are natural remedies that can help you lower cholesterol in your blood system. These natural remedies include foods that are low in cholesterol. Low cholesterol diets can significantly lower your cholesterol levels, subsequently improving your health. Foods that can help reduce LDL blood cholesterol levels in your system should be rich in fiber, particularly foods like bran or barley. They also maintain good bowel movement and reduce the risk of colon cancer. Fruits and vegetables should also be consumed in large amounts. They too help lower LDL levels. Eat foods that contain lecithin, like beans and lentil. Research has shown that they reduce high cholesterol levels. During snack times, avoid eating foods that are high in cholesterol. Instead, eat raw carrot, which is rich in fiber, and fresh fruits like apples, strawberries and oranges. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids such as salmon, sardines, almonds and walnuts also reduce the amount of cholesterol in your body. According to scientific research, consuming the clove on a daily basis reduces cholesterol levels by 15%. Invent recipes that contain ingredients that can reduce the amount of LDL levels in your blood system. Use garlic in your recipes, for they contain a substance known as allicin that eliminates the LDL cholesterol. The Japanese use shiitake mushrooms, which are rich in lecithin, a substance that boosts the immune system as well as reduce high cholesterol levels. A compound called phytosterols found in lettuce, celery, spinach, tomatoes and ginger also helps reduce LDL levels. All these foods are natural remedies for high cholesterol. Incorporating low cholesterol diet menus in your daily diet and exercising on a regular basis will give you your desired outcome. Prescription drugs are only used in cases where the cholesterol levels are critically high and the patient has a very high chance of suffering a heart attack, if they haven't already. It is essential to consult a doctor regarding your high cholesterol levels so that he can advise you on the best way to deal with the problem. Good cholesterol levels are the ones gained naturally. There is a lot of information regarding cholesterol that can be found in health magazines and the internet. Doctors have different recommendations of treating high cholesterol levels using low cholesterol supplements. To increase your good cholesterol levels naturally, it is advisable to incorporate foods low in cholesterol in your daily diet. Good cholesterol levels are attained when your low-density lipoproteins, LDL, levels, which are your bad cholesterol, are much lower than your high-density lipoproteins, HDL, levels, which are your good cholesterol, and the HDL levels are high. High LDL levels constrict the arteries, causing either a stroke or heart attack that could lead to an untimely death. Research has shown that 65% of heart attacks occur due to the excess LDL cholesterol levels in the body. The HDL reduces the LDL in the body, therefore the higher the HDL in the body, the easier it will be to fight off the high cholesterol. It is important to realize that your total cholesterol figures are not as relevant as your cholesterol ratio, because your totals will not show if individual HDL or LDL levels are high or low, while the cholesterol ratio will clearly indicate the levels of both types of cholesterol. To lower the LDL levels, it is advised that you eat foods that do not have any or very little amounts of saturated fats, and increase your HDL levels by eating foods like vegetables, fresh fruits, tuna, salmon, sardines, whole grains, nuts, and any other type of food that will alleviate your problem. The liver produces 80% of the body's cholesterol, and therefore eating natural low cholesterol supplements will combat high cholesterol levels. Avoid cholesterol drugs like statins that work effectively but increase the risk of heart disease. There are other supplements that can increase your good cholesterol, such as phycosanol found in sugarcane, D-limonene found in orange peels, and phytosterols found in plants. It is essential that you check your cholesterol ratio constantly. A good ratio of LDL to HDL is 3:1, and an excellent ratio is 2:1. This can be achieved by altering your diet and using natural cholesterol supplements. Alternative treatments for high cholesterol. There are many cholesterol treatment alternatives available in the market today. Individuals who have high cholesterol problems can buy cholesterol drugs anywhere, but most importantly should consult a doctor first for a best solution. Certain doctors may recommend cholesterol drugs like statin, which is the most popular. However, it is important that you have all the necessary information before using any of the drugs. Most of these drugs have severe side effects that can cause other types of ailments, and it is this information that you should have before deciding to purchase any cholesterol drug. It is recommended that your first choice of treatment is by changing your diet, using natural cholesterol supplements, and exercising on a daily basis. There are so many varieties of foods available that do not have an ounce of cholesterol in them, and these are the foods that should be a part of your daily diet. Other foods will help lower your bad cholesterol, low-density lipoproteins, and increase your good cholesterol levels, high-density lipoproteins. If LDL levels are high, this will cause blockage to your arteries, leading to a heart attack. High HDL levels will help reduce the production and lower the LDL levels. Research has shown that eating foods rich in carbohydrates, for example, grains, pasta, bread and rice, invigorates the liver to produce more cholesterol, therefore they should be incorporated into your daily diet in very small quantities. Avoid removing them from your diet entirely because they are very useful to the body. Foods like fish, vegetables, fresh fruits, whole grains, legumes and beans, chicken, beef and lamb are a good set of foods to include in your daily diet. Green and black teas contain substances like the flavonoids and catechins, which are very essential if you have high cholesterol problems. D-limonene from orange peels, lecithin and phytosterols help to lower your bad cholesterol, simultaneously increasing your good cholesterol. Other cholesterol treatment alternatives are rice bran oil and phycosanol found in sugarcane. Cholesterol treatment alternatives are not advertised because manufacturers are not permitted to promote the health benefits that come with these alternatives. A supplement becomes a drug if it is found to prevent an illness or cure disease. It should be noted that some of these alternatives may only deal with one factor and not others. Some may lower your high cholesterol levels but might not increase your good cholesterol, and others might not lower your triglyceride levels. It is vital that you use cholesterol treatment alternatives that will raise your good cholesterol levels and lower both your bad cholesterol levels and triglyceride levels, all at the same time. Information on cholesterol alternatives can be found in health magazines and especially the internet. It is important to do some research to know more about your problem and how to combat it a safe way. Ignorance is not always bliss. Foods to be avoided that can bring about high cholesterol. Health experts recommend that any person should consume a dietary cholesterol not in excess of 300 mg on a daily basis, but for those individuals who have high cholesterol levels should not exceed 200 mg per day. Cholesterol is found in animal meat and other types of foods. These include meat, eggs, avocados, dairy products among others. Foods that are cholesterol-free include fresh fruits and vegetables. It should be noted that vegetable oil can raise blood cholesterol levels, especially when eaten with foods that are high in cholesterol. The more saturated fats you have in your body, the higher bad cholesterol, LDL levels will be. Therefore, if there is a percentage increase in calories, then there will be a double percentage increase in your blood cholesterol levels. Consequently, if a percentage of calories is decreased, then twice that percentage of cholesterol will decrease. High cholesterol problems can be easily prevented and treated by eating foods that are low in cholesterol and by avoiding entirely foods high in cholesterol. This will consequently reduce your LDL levels and generally reduce the high cholesterol levels in your body. Avoid foods that are likely to increase cholesterol in your bloodstream, especially foods that need to be cooked first before consumption. For example, eggs have very little impact on your blood cholesterol levels. However, if combined with sausages and bacon, the consequence will be far much more worse. Other types of foods to avoid are fried foods like French fries and anything other foods that are deep fried. Most foods are quite harmless and only become harmful once they are cooked in hot oil. If foods like fish, which contain omega-3 fatty acids that are very essential in combating high cholesterol, are deep fried, all the nutrients are replaced with the saturated fats, and this will increase your bad cholesterols. Cholesterol-reducing foods are the #1 safest alternative for lowering cholesterol. However, if they are combined with a lot of saturated fats, then they cease to do any good to your body and increase your health risk. It is better to consume these foods in their most natural way, avoiding any very little loss of nutrients. Medications for high cholesterol. There are many high cholesterol treatment alternatives that one can use to lower high cholesterol levels. A doctor can prescribe certain cholesterol drugs that you can use, and although they are effective and will give the desired result, they have harmful side effects. Once diagnosed with high cholesterol after cholesterol screening, your doctor will advise on the best treatment based on your results and is most likely to suggest using natural remedies, like having a healthier diet, exercising often, and using natural cholesterol supplements that contain substances that reduce your bad cholesterol while increasing your good cholesterol levels. Increasing your good cholesterol is essential because it reduces the production and absorption of the bad cholesterol. High cholesterol medications are easily accessible because they are available in the market. One can buy them off the shelf without needing a doctor's prescription, although it is best to consult a doctor first before attempting to use any of these drugs. Statin is one of the most popular medications and is said to be very effective at reducing high cholesterol levels. Research has evidently proven this. However, there are certain health concerns that have been highlighted by individuals who have used the drug. Nevertheless, it does lower cholesterol and is used as an ingredient in other cholesterol drugs. Other brand names include Macaver, Pravachol, and Lipitor. These are also quite popular and they are used to lower the amount of cholesterol produced by the liver. Other medications that contain statin, like Canuet, Vytorin and Advigor also have a similar function. They lower the bad cholesterol and increase the levels of the good cholesterol, and in addition they help lower blood pressure. In most cases your doctor will advise you to change your diet and will also suggest that you exercise more if you have high cholesterol problems, as well as prescribe medication. However, cholesterol medications should not be an option for individuals who already have heart problems. If you are overweight, exercising, keeping to a healthy diet with a combination of natural cholesterol supplements will greatly improve your health. High cholesterol. Some common symptoms. It is absurd that many people hardly go for cholesterol screening and are only aware that they have high cholesterol once it causes them to suffer a stroke or a heart attack. There are no symptoms for high cholesterol, although I believe if you are overweight it should be obvious that your body has high cholesterol levels. For those individuals who are concerned about their health, visiting a doctor for cholesterol screening will make them more aware of what is going on in their bodies, and in case the diagnosis indicates high cholesterol levels, the individual will treat the problem early enough to avoid heart disease that can lead to premature death. Symptoms of heart disease include breathing difficulties, nausea, headaches, dizziness, blurry vision and heavy sweating. If you are suffering chest pains, it is critical to visit a doctor immediately so that a blood test can be done to know and understand the cause. Only you can take care of your own body, and therefore if you feel discomfort it is best not to ignore it but to take precautions immediately. Living a healthy lifestyle and taking care of oneself by eating right and exercising is essential, especially in today's world where there are other things that take priority in our lives. We become too busy that we forget to take care of ourselves, and then when we find ourselves in hospital, ironically we put blame on something else. High cholesterol problems can be easily treated by consuming low cholesterol foods on a daily basis. Our eating habits dictate our health. Avoid eating foods with large amounts of saturated fats like dairy products, fast foods, cheese, cakes, sweets, chips and chocolates. Cholesterol problems occur because of the type of foods we eat. In some cases it is hereditary, and even as you get older you are likely to suffer from a lot more ailments. To stay healthy all the time, eat a balanced diet, exercise regularly and quit bad habits like excessive drinking of alcohol and smoking or taking drugs. Since there are no known symptoms of high cholesterol, a visit to the doctor for cholesterol screening once in a while is advisable. Ignore your health and your body will give you a wake-up call. A list of high cholesterol foods. High cholesterol levels in your blood system are a health risk factor that can cause heart disease. To avoid death by heart attack due to your poor eating habits, formulate a diet plan that consists of foods that will lower your cholesterol levels. Invent recipes that have ingredients that are low in cholesterol, and of course exercise regularly. Foods that are high in cholesterol should be avoided completely or should be consumed in very small quantities and on rare occasions. Identifying foods that are high in cholesterol should not be very difficult. One of the best ways to do this is by consulting a doctor who will inform you on those particular foods that you should avoid. Make a list of all the food items in your home and place them in 3 different categories. The first category should have all the food items that you enjoy eating the most, regardless of whether they are high or low in cholesterol. The second category should contain food items that the doctor advised on their minimal intake. These food items should be consumed once a week or after every 2 weeks, and preferably the individual should cease their consumption completely. Such foods include candy bars, chocolate bars or chips. In the third category, indicate all the food items that you rarely consume and which the doctor advised completely against. These types of foods are easy to avoid because you hardly buy them. Nevertheless, it is important to list them so as to avoid them even in future. Having finished this process, identify those food items that are high in cholesterol and see what you can substitute them with that are low in cholesterol. Keep in mind that the reason for the exercise is to improve your health by lowering your cholesterol levels. Create a list of food items that you plan to incorporate into your daily diet. Once you know the foods to eat and those to avoid, prioritizing becomes easier. If your health is at risk because you have bad eating habits, the good news is, you have a chance to rectify the problem using natural remedies and without having to take prescription pills. Your health should be a priority, and keeping to a low cholesterol diet with regular exercise will keep you feeling strong and healthy. A comparison of using drugs and natural means to lower cholesterol. Individuals who have high cholesterol problems are spoiled for choice because of the availability of cholesterol treatment alternatives available in the market. It would be ridiculous to suffer a heart attack caused by high cholesterol levels in your body while there are ways to combat the problem. Certain doctors will recommend that you use natural remedies. However, if your cholesterol levels are dangerously high, the doctor will recommend that you ingest cholesterol drugs with a combination of natural cholesterol supplements. Cholesterol drugs are popular because they work fast and are very effective. Statin is one of these drugs, and although it does lower your cholesterol levels, it does have some severe side effects if ingested in larger dosage. It is said to have been withdrawn from the market due to health concerns that have been viewed by its users. Reports show that different individuals that use statin suffer different ailments such as memory loss, muscle weakness, impotence, birth defects, heightened risk of heart disease and cognitive impairment. This goes to show that drugs of this nature should be avoided completely, and if you are desperate to lower your cholesterol levels, use natural remedies and create a new low cholesterol diet. It will take some time before you notice results, but is well worth the wait as long as you do not have to suffer from certain ailments that can be irreversible and are damaging to your health. The reason these drugs are still circulating in the market is because they are profitable, and companies that produce these drugs will not highlight the negative impacts these drugs have on your health because they are there for the money and not for your health. It is clear that using natural cholesterol supplements is the safest way to combat high cholesterol. Create recipes that contain ingredients that are low in cholesterol, plan out diet menus that contain foods with low cholesterol, and get rid of all the foods that you eat that are high in cholesterol. Exercise on a regular basis, and this will greatly improve your health without you having to worry about suffering from other types of ailments. Learn more about how to lower your cholesterol naturally without dangerous drugs at. Find out how to lower cholesterol naturally. Advantages and disadvantages of using niacin to lower cholesterol. Niacin, fully known as nicotinic acid, is a drug that is used to treat patients who have high cholesterol levels. It helps lower and maintain normal range of cholesterol levels and reduces the risk of heart disease and other ailments. Niacin, also known as vitamin B3, comes in different forms and various types are available in the market. These different forms of niacin are nicotinamide, nicotinic acid and inositohexaniacinate. Nicotinic acid has different forms that vary in release. The immediate release, known as the IR type, liberates the acid straight into the blood. This fast discharge causes itching and flushing of the skin. There is another type of release called the extended release or ER type, whose release is much slower than the IR type, however a doctor's prescription is needed. Lastly, there is the sustained release, which is discharged into the blood over a period of time. Side effects are not felt immediately, but one major setback is that it heightens the risk of liver failure. This type can be found in the market and therefore a doctor's prescription is not needed. Nicotinic acid main function is to lower cholesterol level in the body as well as triglyceride levels, and increases the high-density lipoprotein levels, HDL, at the same time. However, it has certain severe side effects, namely, palpitations, skin irritation and flushing, alteration of blood sugar levels, and worst of all, it can cause liver disease. Inasmuch as it works effectively and will give desired results, its intake can cause ailments that are possibly irreversible that could lead to death. There are other cholesterol control supplements other than the prescription drugs which do not have side effects and work just as effectively. Eating cholesterol-lowering foods or herbs is another alternative to beating high cholesterol. There are type of foods that contain a certain amount of niacin that are a good substitute to the drug, such as broccoli, carrots, peanuts, legumes, tomatoes, chicken, liver, beef and many more. It is advisable to treat the problem naturally, for this reduces the risk of heart disease, liver failure and other ailments. Contents of diets that control high cholesterol. Reports show that approximately 65% of all heart diseases are due to high cholesterol levels in the body, and the reason why people have high cholesterol levels is because they do not eat enough healthy foods and they are constantly stuffing themselves with foods that have large amounts of saturated fats. These fats are very harmful, for they increase the levels of the bad cholesterol in your body, that is, your low-density lipoproteins, LDL. High LDL levels cause blockage to the arteries, which leads to a heart attack. For that reason, it is essential that you avoid foods that are high in cholesterol, like fried chicken, egg yolks, ice cream, chocolates, fast foods, potato chips and many more. Maintain a diet that will lower your bad cholesterol levels and raise your good cholesterol levels, that is, the high-density lipoproteins, HDL. High HDL levels are very essential to the body, for they are the ones that reduce the production and absorption of your bad cholesterol. Foods like vegetables and fresh fruits are free of cholesterol and are very effective in combating high cholesterol. Formulate a cholesterol diet menu that you can use on a daily basis. Include nuts in your diet and blueberries, both of which have antioxidants. Other types of foods to include in your diet that help decrease your bad cholesterol levels and simultaneously increase your good cholesterol levels are foods that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, sardines, tuna, mackerel and more. A plate of oatmeal every day has the same effectiveness as the omega-3 fatty acids because it is rich in soluble fiber. Natural supplements, such as theaflavins contained in green and black tea, polycosanol found in sugarcane, D-limonene from orange peels and phytosterols found in plant membranes help lower the high cholesterol levels and are even more effective if you combine the natural supplements with a healthy balanced diet and regular exercise. It is important to note that not only are you lowering your high cholesterol in general, but most especially the bad cholesterol levels, for they are the ones that are most harmful. Learn more about how to lower your cholesterol naturally without dangerous drugs at Find out how to lower cholesterol naturally. http://www.bodybalancingnorth.com/cholest